Hi guys, Mr. K here again. Today we're going to be doing a directed drawing and a directed writing activity. Now moms and dads, the importance of doing directed drawing in kindergarten, we do a lot of it in our class and the kids are really good at it. The reason we do this is to get them ready for first grade. The first grade teachers really like to see that the students can follow step-by-step directions. And directed drawings is a fun way to do that. So if everybody has a white piece of paper, you just need a white piece of paper. And if you don't, you can pause the video right now. Go get yourself a white piece of paper. You need either a crayon, a pencil. Pencil would be fine. I'm going to use a Sharpie so you can see the drawing better. And we're going to do a little bit of coloring, so I have my crayons too. So if you're ready, this one is going to be a dog. We're going to do a dog, but we're going to start with a letter that we know how to make. And that is a lowercase r. A lowercase r. Now this is a directed drawing I think we might have done already in the class, but it's good to review that and stuff. So we're going to start about this high on the paper, and to make a lowercase r, it's straight down, straight back up, and a hook. Just like that. Everybody see that? All right. I'm sorry if it's a little far away, but we'll try to do the best we can with this. Okay. Now, from that lowercase r, we're going to put, right on the tip over here, we're going to put a circle like that. And we're going to put a little dot right in the middle of the circle. Got that? All right. Now, let's see. Mr. K might be able to move it up a little closer. Ooh, that's better. All right. Okay. So, right next to that circle with the dot, we're going to put one right next to it, just like this. Kind of touching it. And another dot right in there. You can guess what those are going to be, huh? Right. The eyes. Now, from those, we're going to go right on the side of this one here. We're going to put a little tiny dot right on the side of that eyeball right there. And we're going to go out just about this far. Straight line, straight out like that. Got it? And now we're going to swoop with an upside down rainbow. And we're going to come from the tip here. Upside down rainbow. Right about to there. I can already see his little face happening. It looks like a duck right now, but we'll make this into a dog. Now, from the top of the R right up here, we're going to go up and curve in a little bit like that, and then we're going to come straight down. Boop. And then we're going to go right next to it, and we're going to go up and curve like that, and we're going to go straight down. There's his two ears. And we're going to put some lines, some little ear curls in there like that. Just like that and that. You guys are doing great. Now, we're going to come way out here to the tip of the muzzle here, and we're going to give him a nice nose like that. Okay? And right underneath the face, the smile right here, we'll give him a little smiley face like that. Oh, he looks like a happy dog. Looks like Frida here. Now, we've got the head pretty much right there. So now we're going to just come down, and we're going to come down a little further with the bottom of our R. And then we're going to come way over here, right under this part, right there. We're going to come straight down like that. You can see his little neck there. And then from the mouth area right here, we're just going to come right here and go down and scoop back up like that. There we go, and that's his mouth. We'll give him just a little, we'll do a little rainbow and another rainbow in there like that for his little tongue in there. Good job, guys. Now, we want to go right where the bottom of his neck is, and we're going to kind of connect those two lines with an upside down rainbow, just like that. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, now his body is kind of funny. It's not a very big body. So we're going to start right here where we started on the end of the neck, and we're going to come straight out, and then we're going to curve down, just like that, And then we're going to curve all the way back and straight up and connect. Awesome. Good job, guys. Now, on the bottom of the mouth, let's just put a little crease mark right like that, like his mouth is open. And we'll give him a little line right here for a collar, right next to that other line, but just above it, just like that. Perfect. Good job. Now, we need to give this guy a tail. So we're going to come back here and do a line straight up, and then we're going to just curve, 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 just like that. Kind of a fluffy tail on the back side. Good. Now, we're almost done. We just need those legs, and these are pretty simple legs. We're just going to do a line and another line, and we're going to close them at the bottom. And back here, we're going to do a line and another line and close it at the bottom. Perfect. Now let's just do 2 more of those. We're going to make this one in here a line and a line, but they're not going to go down as far. Like that. Like that leg is kind of behind the other leg back there. And we'll do the same thing over here. It's a little further away in the distance. And close it at the bottom, just like that. Oh my, what little tiny feet there. Okay, now we want to make this dog look like he's kind of excited. And dogs shake their tails when they're excited. Oh, I forgot. We have to give this guy a little surprised eyebrows up there too, like that. He's really surprised, or he's really happy to see his owner. Frida does this all the time when I come home. Now, we want to make this tail look like it's shaking. So we're just going to make little curls that way out here and little shaking curls that way. And we have it. This is our dog. So now what we want to do, what we always do before we do our coloring, is we want to write a little sentence about this dog down here. So right at the bottom of our page, and Mr. K will scoot back a little bit so I can do this. There we go. I think you guys can see it. And we always start over on this side. We need enough room to write our sentence here. So I think what we're going to do, and it doesn't matter if your paper has lines or it doesn't, because at the beginning of the year we were writing our words without lines. So we'll do that at this point here. So what we want to write is, how about, oh, I can see, let's use our sight words. I can see the happy dog. We'll write that. So I want to start way over here, and I want to start with, let's see, I'm going to start with an uppercase I. So one line down, across the top, across the bottom, just like that, I. And then I need a finger space, because our words, we start with an uppercase letter, but we also have a finger space before we start the next letter. So I'm going to put my finger space right there. Can. I hear a C. So here we go. C. Magic C. Just like that. I, k, a. That's our A. Lowercase a starts with a magic C. And up, not too far, and down. Just like that. I can, lowercase n. One line down, back up to the ground. I can, now we need another finger space here, so I'm going to put my finger right there. Let's see if we got it. Oh, good. So I want to start my next word right here. I can see. S. We want that S, just like that. I can see. You guys, that's a sight word. We know how to spell that. Lowercase e, straight out, curve around, lowercase, curve around. I can see, well, let's see. Should we say I can see the happy dog? I think I better just write I can see the dog. We'll just do it that way. I can see the dog. So I have nice spaces between my words here. So I need another invisible space. I need a finger space there. I can see the. That's our sight word. T. And then H. Straight down, back up, to the ground. And then E, we need another lowercase e, just like here. So straight out, curve around. Good. I can see the dog. Now that's a word, that is one of our CVC words, and we can sound that one out. I can see the dog. So I need a finger space again, and then I'm going to start lowercase d, straight up, straight down. Ooh, Mr. K is doing a little sideways there. And then an O, and then a lowercase g, magic C, and a monkey tail under the ground, just like that. And what do we always end our sentences with? Well, we need punctuation. And in this case, it's going to be a period. I can see the dog. Period. That means stop. We stop the sentence. You guys did a fantastic job, but now let's give this dog some color. You can color your dog how you like, but I think I'm going to make mine look a little bit like Frida. So I want to start, let's see. I've got my colors, beautiful colors here. I'm going to start with my yellow crayon. And we usually start with yellow. I'm not going to do the eyes yellow, but I'm going to give my doggy a nice coating of soft yellow all over the fur. By giving him the yellow color first, it'll make the colors that go on top, if you don't do them too heavy, it'll make those colors really rich, and they'll look like they have a lot of brightness to them. That's what's nice about laying down yellow first, whether you are painting with watercolors, or you're doing it with colored pencils, or you're doing it like we are right now with color crayons. And don't worry too much about getting it right in the lines. I just want to put down some color. Oh, that is a yellow dog now. But now I'm going to take, and I want to take my brown, and I'm going to go right over that yellow with some brown, and that's going to make that brown look really rich, almost like it has a light in it. So I'm going to go right down. Now Mr. K is drawing on this thing right here. This is my painting easel. This is where when I do paintings at home, I actually put a canvas, kind of like Van Gogh used out in the fields. I have this canvas that I use to do my paintings. It's a little shaky when you're doing color crayons because you're using a lot of hand motion on this to go back and forth, back and forth. So I'm going to give this dog kind of has a look of Frida, has that nice brown fur. And give him some legs. There we go, just like this. I'm going to do the nice legs here. Now I'm going to do them a little darker. I'm going to color a little darker right where the legs attach to the body. And I'm going to give him a little bit more shading on the bottom side of this body because he's like kind of like a, oh, I don't know, it's kind of a sphere body, one of our math shapes. But I'm going to give him a little darker brown on the bottom so it gives him a 3D shape. And I'm going to give him a little darker brown right under where his nose is shadowing, it's shading the area right there. And maybe a little bit in the ears. That'll make it look like it goes down into his ears. And maybe a little darker right on the bottom of his muzzle. That'll make him look like he has some shape to that muzzle. And maybe a little bit of darker brown right in here. So this is one of our projects. This is following directions, and even the coloring. If you can follow the directions on the coloring, this is what the first grade teachers are really gonna like to see, is that students can follow their directions. So we gave our dog a little bit more shape. I'm gonna give him a little, well, I guess I'll give my dog a shiny black nose. So I wanna leave a little white, I'm gonna color it a little gray, but I wanna leave a shiny dot. See that white dot on there? That's going to make that dog look like it has a shiny, shiny, wet nose. And I know Frida She always has that shiny wet nose. So I'm going to leave that. See how I left that white spot right there on his nose? Just like that. And I'm going to give my dog just a little bit of gray in its mouth like that. Maybe a little darker back up in here where it looks like it goes down in there. Like that. Good. Now, we want to give this dog, we always talk about, these are spheres, his eyeballs. And so in order to make a sphere look like, if it's white, you want it to look like a sphere, you want it to look 3 dimensions, you have to do the very softest light blue right on the bottom, just like that. Just on the bottom. And they look like ping pong balls that have just a little bit of color right on the bottom. Right there. And then you get to decide what color. Well, I better give him a little pink tongue. Or her. I'll give a little pink tongue in there. And then decide what color you want to make the collar. I'm going to make this one. Frida always wears like a red collar, so I'm going to give her a red collar, just like that. So, I'm going to move the camera up just a little bit so everybody can see. Sorry if it's shaking. Let's go up and let's see. Oh, there it is. That's our drawing. Good job, guys. So, moms and dads, this is the directed drawing I would like you guys to do at this point. You can try it here on this Friday and tell me how it comes out. You guys can always take pictures of your work and email them to Mr. K so I can see. Have your student hold them up while they're showing it, because we always like to have our art shows. All right. Next week, we're going to have another directed drawing. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.